Let's continue down our spooky path with this pumpkin granny square.
Hi, this is Katie, and welcome to the Nodding Perch, where I like to talk and share all things crochet. So you ready? Let's go.
The hook I'm using today is a H 5mm. And as always, I'm using I Love This Yarn. It's by Hobby Lobby. The orange color is called Desert Glaze. And the green is Key Lime. Okay, so we're going to start by making our magic ring. If you feel uncomfortable making a magic ring, then go ahead, just do a chain 2 and work all your stitches into that first chain. And you can pull the tail of the slip knot to tighten that up. All right, after my ring, I'm going to do a chain 1 just so I can set that ring so it doesn't go anywhere and fall apart on me. And the first thing I'm going to do is my stacking stitch. You know me, I do not like doing a chain 2 or chain 3. So by my stacking stitch, I'm going to do 1 single crochet, and then I'm going to do a single crochet on top of that. And I do that by going into that left loop there of that single crochet that I just made. So I insert my hook and do another single crochet. And there is my stacking stitch, which is the same height as my double crochets. So next I'm going to do 11 double crochets into my ring. One, here's 2. And see, I'm working all right into that ring. All right, I'm going to finish making all my 11 double crochets, and then I'll see you at the end here. Okay, so here is my 11th double crochet. So I have 11 double crochets plus my stacking stitch, which acts as a double crochet. So in all, I have 12 double crochets into my ring. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my stacking stitch. If you did a chain 2 or a chain 3, that's fine. You just go ahead and slip stitch into the top of your chain. Okay, so for the second round, I am going to chain 1. And then back into that same stitch, I'm going to do 1 single crochet and 1/2 double crochet. All into that first stitch that we slip stitched into. So I got 1 single crochet. And then I'm going back in there with a 1/2 double crochet. Okay. Next stitch, we're going to do a 1/2 double crochet increase. So that just means we're going to do 2 1/2 double crochets into that one stitch. So 1 and 2. Now over the next 3 stitches, we're going to do a double crochet increase. So it's 2 double crochets into each of the next three stitches. Here's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, in the next stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then in that third stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. All right, in the following stitch, we're going to do a 1/2 double crochet and also a single crochet. So we'll do a 1/2 double crochet, and then we'll go back into that same stitch with a single crochet. The next stitch over, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to reverse it. We're going to start with a single crochet, and then we'll go back into that same stitch with a 1/2 double crochet. Okay, then the next 3 stitches, once again, we're going to do a double crochet increase. So 2 double crochets into each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, here's my third stitch with my last 2 double crochets. The next stitch, we're going to do a 1/2 double crochet increase. So put your 2 1/2 double crochets into that next stitch. 1 and 2. All right, and then that last stitch, we're going to do 1/2 double crochet, And we're also going to do a single crochet back into that same stitch, but do not finish your single crochet because this is where we're going to switch our colors. So I'm going to drop this yarn and I'm going to pick up my new color here and I'm just going to lay it right across my hook. And I'm going to use this to finish my single crochet. So pull it right through like I would normally on that last step of that single crochet. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to do a slip stitch back into that first stitch that we did. Make sure you get your tails. I like to put my tails on my hook so I can stitch over them for at least the first stitch or two. All right, this is where you're at right now with your new color. We're going to chain one and half double crochet into that same stitch. There we go. We're going to do a half double crochet into the next stitch. All right, and now we're going to get ready for our corner. And since we're turning a round object into a square, our corners are going to be worked across 2 stitches. So in the first stitch, when you work your corner, you're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, chain 2, and you're going to complete your corner by putting 2 double crochets into that next stitch. Usually corners are worked into the same stitch, but when you're, like I said, when you're turning round objects into square, you have to branch out a little bit and make accommodations. Okay, so now we're going to work down the side. So the first stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. And we're going to do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And a half double crochet into the next stitch. So you have 4 stitches all along your side. Now we're going to do a corner. So 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And then we'll do our chain 2 and 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Okay, so you got 2 corners and 1 side completed. Now we're going to work across the bottom of the pumpkin into the next 4 stitches, and we're just going to do a half double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're at our next corner, so 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then a 2 double crochets. Here's my last part of the corner, 1 and 2. Okay, so that's my third corner. We're going to back up the pumpkin by a half double crochet, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then a half double crochet. Half double crochet. And now it's time for our 4th corner. 2 double crochets in that next stitch, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. That sounded funny. 2 double crochets in that next stitch. All right, now we're going to complete this row by doing a half double crochet into the last 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Let's slip stitch into the top of that first stitch that we did. All right, now we're going to work on our final row. So chain 1, let's do our stacking stitch, or you can do chain 2 or chain 3, whatever works for you. And now we're going to go around the edge and we're going to do double crochet into each of the stitches, and then in the corners, in this one corner space, that's where we'll do our 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets into the actual corner space. So along the sides, you'll end up having 7 double crochets in between your corners. So I have my stacking 1, 2, 3 double crochet, and then I'm going to do my corner. Back into that same corner space with my last 2 double crochets of that corner, and now I'm going to do 7 double crochets down the side. Now I do not like going into this very first stitch right here, that's part of the corner, because it makes it bulky and it doesn't line up well for me. So I start here at this actual first stitch, and then I do in the next 6 stitches and then my corner. So we're going to do that all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to do my corner, the 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets into that corner space. Okay, I'll meet you all the way at the end here. All right, so we're at the end here. I got my last corner. Since we started with 4 double crochets, that means we just need to end with 3 double crochets at the top, and then we can fasten off the green. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's fasten off. Okay, so now it's time for the finishing touch. Let's put the stem on our pumpkin. When we do our stem for the pumpkin, I like to use my tapestry needle, and I'm going to use brown for the color. So I'm just going to cut a good length of yarn. All right, let's feed it onto our needle. Now this takes some trial and error. Do it as many times as you want. Go back and forth as many times as you want. It's kind of like your own preference. So when it comes to pumpkin, I like to start right in the middle, like right that little dip right there. I go in from behind. Pull the thread, as much thread as I need. We'll leave a little tail. So for the center part of the pumpkin, I like to go a little bit higher than the sides. So I'm going to go straight up to about right here at the very bottom of that last row, and I'm going to go into that stitch. All right, now I'm going to go next to it. Like I said, this is honestly the hardest part of the pumpkin granny square for me, so it's going to take me probably a couple tries. And then for this one, I go down just a little bit lower, not all the way up, just kind of the top of that first square round. Okay, and then I go into the stitch on the other side, close by to it, and same height as that last one I just made, to the top of that first round, close to that first stitch that I made. So I could leave it like this, or I can go over it all one more time. Just depends on how you want your stem. If you want your stem to really kind of really pop out. Let's see how this looks. There. I think that's kind of good enough. As you heard me on my other videos, I am not the best embroideryist. I can't even say that word. And then honestly with this, I just do a surgical knot. There's not much of this to really tuck it, color to tuck it behind. So I'm just doing a surgical knot. You can always put a little dab of glue on that if you want to, on that little knot. So there is my pumpkin. Like I said, play around with that stem. See what technique you like. You can even do like a little swatch of chain twos and just sew it on there. But this is my pumpkin. So make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe. And then I'll see you on my next tutorial.